Just yesterday I was taking a walk from one part of Jerusalem to the other, and there I was, witness to anger. Now, the person who was on her phone talking with someone obviously didn't know that I was paying as close attention to her and her conversation as she would probably like that to be. And I noticed over and over again that each time she said something, she became more and more angry. She became more and more involved. She became more and more engaged in this conversation. And it appeared to me that at that time that there's actually a way of introducing something a piece at a time, a step at a time, that could probably, or at least possibly, diminish some of the anger and maybe even collapse it completely. We're taught that the evil, the wickedness of people, the wickedness in the world, is actually the result of a lack of peacefulness. The pasuk says, the verse says, Harashoyim kiyam nigrosh, hashke lo yuchal. The evil, the people, the wicked are like a tumultuous ocean. Hashke lo yuchal, they are unable to be still. They're unable to be quiet. The Gra in the Siddur HaGra and Avnei Eliyahu mentions that the root of Resha, the root of evil, in actuality, in the world that we live in, what we see and observe, what we're exposed to, is actually this lack of peace, this inability to be settled. The Maharal in the Nesiv HaKas uses two words that I've been thinking about quite some time. Ba'alei Hanocha. Those that own or are holding on to this ability to be at rest, peaceful and settled. Perhaps in New Age language you can call it the holders of the vibration of peace, of a tranquility, of a restfulness, of a quiet and a silence inside of themselves. Obviously, to reach that, one has to practice over and over again at times when they are not being triggered by larger events going on outside of their life, things not going the way that they planned or would like. But when they're alone, and I'd like to suggest some things to practice when you are alone, when you can get quiet, when you can get still, to begin to pave the way so that your basic default mode that you find yourself in or can bring yourself to regularly will enable you then to not react in an angry way, not become infuriated, not become filled with rage when things actually are not going the way you'd like them to. And that is as follows. Can you sit, even while you're watching this video right now, and place some of your attention in yourself, in a place that's quiet, not in your thoughts, but beyond your thoughts, behind your thoughts, beneath your thoughts, maybe in the spaces or the gaps between the words that I'm saying. This bothers most people. Silence upsets them. They like peace and quiet when they don't want the noise. But the result of being in this peace and quiet, in this silence, is they have to be with themselves. But the truth is, who we really are deep inside is this peacefulness, is this quiet, is this capability to find a settled, comfortable, and wholesome place. So I challenge you, invite you to right now, as you sit and watch this video, to take some of your attention out of what you're thinking. It's not necessary to think right now about what I'm saying. Rather, just allow yourself to become still and quiet. And see if it's possible to stay there for 5 seconds, for 10 seconds, without thoughts coming in, asking questions, looking for reasons, looking for meaning. Just be an alert and aware person without doing anything, without thinking anything. Allow that to be. It's in that space that things can pass through without judgment, without rejecting, without needing, without wanting. And it's there where we are settled, when we are not like a Yam Nigrosh, when we are not in this tumult of activity, of thought, of desire, of need, that we can actually ride the wave instead of be thrown in the wave. Being silent, being quiet, being peaceful is the groundwork, is the foundation where we can actually become calmer, where we can actually view things with a different perspective than we would if we were drawn into, as we are most regularly, by what's going on outside, the things that we see, the things that we hear, the ideas that pass through our mind, take us out of our peacefulness, take us out of ourselves. And there, where there's confrontation, there, where there's something different than what I'd like or what I think, I want something and I'm not getting it, I want a situation to be a certain way and it's not working out, the frustration builds and then I react. Give this some thought, and I'll see you next time.